Good morning. I wanted to talk a little bit about coping strategies after having experienced a short or long-term psychologically abusive relationship. What I wanted to talk about is how that impacts our ability to communicate effectively. Anyone who has been a survivor of long-term or short-term psychological abuse is aware that the degradation that's experienced, the insults, the gaslighting behavior, all sorts of things that are levied at the survivor make it more challenging for that survivor to communicate efficiently and effectively. And one of the ways that you'll often see this manifest in an individual who is a survivor of that sort of abuse or is currently experiencing it is they will have difficulty expressing themselves verbally. You will often see issues where it looks like they want to speak, but they can't. You'll also see instances where when they do express themselves, because of that internal dialogue that they have going on, that internal monologue they have going on in their head that says that what they're thinking is wrong and they shouldn't be trying to assert their opinion, you'll often see a lot of stuttering occurring in their expression verbally. So just be aware of that. One of the best things you can do in a situation like that, if you know an individual who has gone through that experience, is support them, encourage them. I mean, obviously don't mislead them if they're stating things that are not accurate, but we do want to support them and encourage them to be able to express themselves verbally and to feel comfortable doing so, because their ability to do that has been stifled for so long. We have to kind of rebuild that muscle in them so that they feel comfortable doing that, and so that they don't constantly have anxiety and fear around doing that. And that is going to help them not only rebuild their self-confidence, but it's also going to help them restructure and rebuild their lives after that sort of devastation. Because psychological abuse, unlike physical abuse, can sometimes have much longer lasting impacts on the individual. Not really sure why that is. I mean, they obviously both are extreme traumas to the individual, but for some reason, long-term psychological abuse seems to have lasting impact on an individual at a level that goes beyond what a one-time isolated incident of physical trauma can cause. And an individual that's suffered both of those situations, both physical and psychological trauma, will obviously have a lot of things that they need to work through to kind of become whole again. It's a very traumatic process. It is possible to recover. The important thing to always keep in mind with an individual that you may know that's gone through this is show your support, lots of love, lots of encouragement, and that is going to help that individual to crawl out of that pit of despair that they're in. I hope everyone has a blessed Sunday.